He returns. Guess who forgot to open Discord so that he could announce the stream? This guy. The hell? I'm literally just copying and pasting the dev stream announcement, but for some reason I can never find it when I'm looking for it. There we go. Nope. Dev server, please. Okay, for some reason the dev server, get back to beta, rebooted, so I lost my sessions. Doesn't really matter, but faintly annoying. Gonna work on this in Chrome and then fix it in Firefox if it needs to be fixed in Firefox later. Almerg. Testing, testing, testing. Testing, testing, testing. Oh, have I? Wait. I have it set to record. That's no good. It doesn't seem to be going anywhere. Format.outmimetype.replace. That is completely 100% incorrect. Yeah, that's why I got it into a variable. Yeah, that worked on Firefox, didn't work on Chrome. This is why you test on different browsers, because no two of them behave the same in any way. Literally in every aspect of their behavior, every browser is different from every other browser. The web is the universal platform. True write once, run everywhere. Oh wait, this is already closed. Yeah. Let me start a fresh recording. Technically speaking, for just a couple frames, it flashes up even like the master key there. So if you were watching in, you could take complete control of this recording. Which is very important because, you know, this recording's going to run for several seconds. Okay, so it appears to be recording. I am downloading this way. Did I ask for that? Yes, I did. Wait, that would actually be here. I guess, yeah, I send it to the host, which is me, and then the host downloads. That's, I don't know how to make those settings more clear. That's troublesome. I don't even know how to, like, do that better. Anyway. That's done uploading. So we'll go ahead and close. This should load in that information. It has. Let's choose yes. Let's choose yes on both of those. Let's choose no on all of those. Let's open up our debug console because it's definitely going to fail. Ooh, memory access out of bounds. That's cute. AV codec parameters free. That's not an ideal place to be having an issue. Ennuicastr server. Probably here. Probably here. Unfortunately, I didn't load the debug version of libav, so I'm just guessing where this comes from. But you know what? It probably comes from the part I recently added rather than anything that's old. God, I hate this. All the freers have to use that. Free.js. It's my own fault, kind of, but like the fault is that I exposed the underlying libav function, which has this name, even though it's useless from JavaScript, or largely useless from JavaScript, because I didn't want to expose a different method with the same name, so that I exposed the useful from JavaScript version with _JS. But even I routinely forget, and I'm the one what did that to myself. It hasn't immediately failed. It doesn't seem to be working. Well, this is much worse. I think I'm going to need some more debug output to understand what's happening here, because this is just telling me absolutely nothing whatsoever. Probably the muxer would be the most useful place to figure something out. Okay, I don't think that it can fail before, like, this point. So let's just even say how many we're expecting and what we currently have, and then when I'm past there, I'll go ahead and output that with a plus to make it clear-ish. I'll even, I think, yeah, there's nowhere here where it can, like, it could fail, but it would fail and report an error, so I assume that it's failing to read, like, somewhere back here. That's the only thing that sort of makes any sense. So it starts as undefined, it gets that, yeah, and then, oh, that's very strange. The second track is the audio one, because it starts with the video. Like, it's traditional to do things video then audio, so the first one is video, the second one is audio, so everything worked with the hard part, it's only the easy part that's not working. Cool! So let's, I mean, it's possible, given how the audio encoding has changed, that I literally, like, forgot to write it out. That doesn't seem to have happened. If rd dot... Okay, yeah, that's fine. Gets the frames from the filter, encodes the... Yeah, that should all be fine. Let's just output how many packets. I'm really thrown by the fact that the video seems to be doing the right thing, but the audio doesn't. I mean, I guess it's conceivable that I put them in the wrong order. I don't think I would have done that. That doesn't seem like something I would do. It's not like... So, it really is just like tradition that you put the audio track second. But it's not a tradition I would have easily broken from. Well, I don't know. Maybe it's conceivable. This looks very much like the audio is going through fine and the video isn't. Did I really put them in the wrong order? Would I have been so cruel? What I can do is try to make clear what the actual input is. I think this should at least show the constructor name. I'm creating a bunch of files with really botched file names. I'm going to have to work on that in a bit, too. Flack. The file name is flack.zip. Such an important piece of information. There is flack somewhere. Coder processor. Okay, so the second one is video timer. Well, that's another thing to fix. So it is, in fact, the video that's failing to transmit any data. Let me actually leave these. I am unsurprised that the video is failing to do things. Let us see here. Let's do my good old-fashioned trick of alphabet soup. Anywhere where there's an await, I can see whether for some reason that's the thing that's causing the issue. Unfortunately, there's so much like asynchrony that this is not the kind of situation where let's actually do this where there's an await and not just anywhere I damn well please. This is because of all the asynchrony. This is not really a situation where a traditional debugger does very much. So, even though I don't think there's an await here, I'm going to go ahead and imagine that there might be, because that's too much code for me to give a shit. Okay, step one, see if I make it through the initialization. There's A. I didn't even make it to B? Really? So I didn't even uncork the input. Scheiße, Frühlingsviertel. Who was responsible for the conductor is responsible for popping the cork, isn't it? Who pops the cork? Or did I name it something else? I know I named it a pop processor, but did I? How do you pop the cork? How do you pop the cork? Corkable processor. Oh, it's just called So here I called it uncork, and here I called it pop. Great consistency always. Totally clear and in no way confusing. Dang it, I don't uncork in the conductor either? Who uncorks? I'll bet I botched this. I'll bet that it was supposed to uncork and I... No, I haven't removed any uncorking. Really? I haven't removed any uncorking? Well, I do have something in the cache. I don't have anything already committed, no. So, nobody pops the cork? It definitely won't work if no one pops the cork. Like, proc fetch is a corkable processor, so it starts corked, and it awaits the cork. So somebody has to pop the cork. The rationale, by the way, for this cork and cork poppin' is that a readable stream always reads ahead. It's a good efficiency thing, but it's really bad if reading ahead means, like, starting a download from a server or something. So I want to make sure that downloads and such only start when they're supposed to. But apparently the only thing that ever pops a cork is the save processor. But, like, I don't always save. Do I always go through a save processor, though? Is that what's causing this? No. It's just a fetch processor. I only go through a save processor if I have to save. So who uncorks? Someone must uncork! Input stream dot uncork. Oh, the popped... Okay, the pop processor does, but it has a high watermark of 0, so it doesn't read ahead. And you're supposed to put the pop processor on the end. I remember everything now. The conductor creates pop processors. Right, but nothing is... Okay. Okay. So what I really need, because now I have multiple inputs, is a pop processor that can pop a cork on video inputs, or just on multiple inputs, really. And I don't think the way to do that is a list of pop processors. I think the way to do that is a list of inputs for the pop processor. Okay. Solution. have multiple corked input streams. Uncork all of them, and then in all one places that create the corkable processor, the pop processor. So this pops the input cork, but there could be other corks because input is just the normal input. It's not the video input. So what I'm going to do is make a 2pop object that definitely has input, but may also have vid input. 2pip push vid input. How did I botch? Okay, several things botched. Let me fix the ordering while I'm at it, because that is going to drive me absolutely mad. Pop is a proc.corkable processor array, starts empty, and then either way 2pop gets this input as well. Now they're in the correct order, and it should actually pop the video so the video can start. This is the like read ahead behavior is the most confusing thing about readable streams. It's almost like cache invalidation. It's sort of in that area of, why isn't this working? Oh yeah, because I somehow haven't convinced it to do anything. Int, okay. There were other places where I actually created a pop processor. Fine. Source conductor. Pop processor. Yeah, this must be SFX, yeah. And, yeah, okay, fine. This is text info. Yeah. Everywhere that has a fetch has a cork. Everywhere that has a cork has a pop. Everywhere that has a pop has an array. Did I forget to make video timer processor be corkable? Wait, but if I forgot to make... I can't have forgotten to make it corkable. Unless I just, like, implemented my own cork badly. But it is... Wait. Input.cork. The corkable processor... Okay. Yeah. It should not be the... Yeah. That's the wrong thing. The video input is not the corkable part. The video fetch, VF, that's the corkable part. God, I love type checking. This is like the minorest, least form bit of type checking possible, but I would have taken like 20 minutes debugging that if it hadn't just told me. Okay, now it's made it up to D before inexplicably getting stuck. That's progress, because before it only made it to A. Source video proc video timer. Video timer D, yeah. Really? I do have two awaits here. Yeah, I just wrote D.5. You gonna complain about it? I'm molto confused by what would get stuck there. It should be... I mean, it could be that it literally just doesn't know how to read anything. Yeah, okay. So... yeah, if it's failing to actually read any information, then that would certainly cause this. And I haven't done any testing of the video fetch processor, which is IPC, so kind of likely to be the problem, actually. Go ahead and get rid of all of these debugging logs and look to the real problem, which would appear to be video... oh, what did I name it? Fetch video? FSFetch, yeah, because it's fetching from the file system instead of fetching from a web address. Okay, so this should send the stream back. If any of this, like if any of these pieces of information had not existed, then I would have gotten an error of some kind. Let's make sure that the file looks to be in order. Let's see. Yeah, let's log every message I get back. FMP. Wait. FM. Okay, yeah, I actually send it a port. Fine. And I'm listening on port 1. Yes, and I'm sending it port 2. Okay, that should be fine. I think Stream is implemented. I think maybe Stream is implemented. I have the slightest, tiniest belief that Stream could theoretically be implemented. FSJS. This is the way I like to read code. Okay, this is horrible. Let me not read the code like that. File, storage, main, stream. Yeah, I've got a case for stream. Okay, so that's what I was seeing here. There's it posting the message back that says, yep, here's your stream. This is all happening within a single communication to the backend, so it ought really to know that, well, all the information it needs. So let's test whether the file information actually made it down. In particular, I need the context. This will also show you the key, just in case you want to download my files from my own file system. Download them from the local file system on this machine. Good luck with that. The context is remote. That's correct. File ID, sure, why not? Is that what the keys look like? I thought this needed... okay, let me... oh, yeah, because the keys are hashed and rehashed. Yeah, fine. Oh, but was I supposed to hash the key with the local salt? Is Is there any way that I can usefully debug this? Yes. What I can do is I can set a... What? Oh, because it's not within that, it's within nothing. It's within an iframe. You want to show me the iframe? I know it connected correctly to the iframe. The iframe has to be running because it wouldn't have even detected that it has video otherwise. Yeah, that ain't it. That's the service worker. These are all workers. Do I have to, like, inspect the iframe element to show... God, I wish it wasn't in an iframe. I mean, because the iframe runs quasi-independently, and so it could very well be that I need to, like, inspect the iframe and then that mumble something. Can I switch? Can I switch? Can I switch which frame I'm looking at? God, this is exceedingly annoying. Because it received nothing back. Okay, let me just go to somewhere where I know I'm sending correct, proper information to the iframe. Oh yeah, I moved the download chooser into compiled code as well, so everything lives here now. I guess I'll just look for a post message. Right, and then in this case it did not require transient activation, so it should have just gotten this. That's communication res, so it says, yep, I'm done with communication. It calls communication res. Gives it 10 seconds to load, which is apparently enough. And what it sends is C for command, CTX for the context, key for the key. The key, it does its hash here, which is the input key, hashed with the global salt, then rehashed with the local salt. And I should take that version of the key file.key equals keys. Oh, I see. Okay, so when I received the salt, I saved the key eagerly. Fine, that's the same. So as far as I can tell, I'm sending the correct information, but I don't seem to be receiving anything back. Let me check again how this responds to a stream. Oh. Gets a message port from there and posts to that message port. Yes. As it ought to do. And then it sends the stream, transferring the readable stream itself. At present, I am logging any event I receive. What in God's name? This is a promise of a readable stream. Oh yeah, okay. That's a nightmare. I need to do this better. Is it conceivable that it's the port that's wrong? That somehow I don't actually have a message port to the, like I have the wrong port for the video? I have some weird nonsense? Because if I have like a message port to it rather than the iframe port, that certainly won't work. It has an on message. I guess that doesn't matter. I'm just sending a message. Yeah, that doesn't matter. So I'm sending a message. The message is stream. It has the context. It has the ID. It has the key. That, I believe, is everything it needs to check when it receives a message. File key plus... Yeah, okay, because it's already been hashed with the global salt. That's the point. Plus the local salt. The local salt doesn't change, so that should be right. I would really, like, I need to figure out how to get this to, like, why can't I set a breakpoint there? Where is it? Let's try to sneak my way in to the iframe. Where the hell is the iframe? It would obviously have to be... Is it conceivable? Is it conceivable that I overwrote the iframe when I made this box? Because that box is where I would have put the iframe. No, okay. No, this is the service worker. That's the pinger. That's a different iframe, which I seem to have twice. That isn't ideal. Oh, I know why. Wait, download? Yeah, I know why I have it twice, because I'm indirectly importing it twice in two different paths. That's not ideal. But it also doesn't really matter. Oh my god, I think I nixed the iframe! That would be extremely funny. If that's what I did, I'm just going to laugh. It's not even, like, it's just funny if that's what I did. Iframe. This creates an iframe. It appends it to the download box. And then it plays the download. I'm stupid. Oh, that's extremely funny. That's very, very funny. Okay, so fetch video. Yeah. What did I actually name the iframe? Just IFR. Okay. This is getting too unwieldy to read. Let me at least put this on its own line. Okay, and once I clear out the download box, I'll say, if I do have a video iframe, then I actually still want it, please, thank you. This should be sufficient. It won't reload or anything if I do that. Oh, that's extremely funny. That's very, very funny. Did I actually specify the type here? No, I didn't. Oh, I'll bet, okay, I'll bet that I, no, because I used create element iframe, didn't I? Okay, what was the actual error here? Type HTML iframe or undefined. Fine, I'll just have it be or undefined. I don't care. I didn't choose to be using a programming language that has two nulls. That still didn't work, but at least, hopefully, the iframe now still exists. Yes. Here we go. This is what I was expecting to find. So since the iframe still exists, I think it's time to pop this out. Since the iframe still exists, I should be able to listen for messages. Messages? Where does it... What? Okay, the search function just didn't feel like working. Super cool. So let's actually just, every time I receive a message, I immediately stopped at a breakpoint, apparently. Oh, no, that's just where it set the breakpoint, fine. Right, so this should breakpoint pretty much immediately. Let's just let it go. Hello. Hello, I believe in you. Come on. Did me putting a breakpoint here somehow break everything? Thanks, Chrome. Super cool. It never stopped. Port. This can't be the right port. I have a separate port, something port, port. Starboard. Import. Okay, so this is, yeah, connection. And I do, in fact, have a message port. Is that the message port that I am passing in? Yes. Because that's the one that I pass for that. And then I pass that as part of the video tracks. So there's no other message port. There's no other port. This is the port. And yet it didn't receive it. Let me attempt something. Okay, yeah, loading does not happen there. Okay, let me, instead of putting it in the download box for the moment, just put it on document.body, because maybe it doesn't like being removed. I don't know why it would matter if I re-added it, but I don't know, maybe if you remove an iframe and then re-add it, then it refreshes or something. I could believe that would happen. It seems pretty unlikely, but I could believe that would happen. Unfortunately, yes, having that breakpoint there seems to break everything. There is like a timer waiting for the response. I could imagine that the breakpoint mumble something timer mumble, but it certainly shouldn't fail in that way. Oh, that's fascinating. That's genuinely fascinating, other than the fact that fascinating isn't a word. Yep, here's my stream request. Just there waiting for me. There's, you know, I still stopped this, so other reasons why I wasn't expecting that to just plain work. Hello, Joshua. The question of the day is, am I making progress? And the answer is, depends on the results of my immediate consideration and whether this works. Okay, so if it's stream, it'll go to 3. Where does it actually check? That. Okay, here is where it checks if the key is right and such. Fine. So let's actually set my breakpoint there. There is a file. The file has a key. That seems not like what the message says. That is what the message says. Okay, the key is correct. So it should actually make it to here, right? Yes. Okay, okay. So the problem is somewhere downstream. It's actually, like, working. Okay. Well, to be clear, this is, there's an entire pipeline, and the pipeline as a whole doesn't work, but I have discovered one problem with the pipeline. The next part of the pipeline is still not working. STRP is the stream promise, yes. Okay, so that gets the actual stream when it's done. And this is logging any message it gets. So I should, if I watch this and don't have weird breakpoints, I should be able to see it get the message back. If I don't, then something is even stranger than I realized. There is no message back. God damn it. Yeah, I'm logging every event, so FMP is message channel port 1. I send it port 2, and then it speaks back on whatever port it received. The message port is ev.data.port. Data port. It posts to that message port this. Is it conceivable? Is it conceivable that my stream is not transferable? I would have expected it to report an error somewhere, if so, but I can... Ugh, that's actually a nasty thing to do. The easier way to test that is back in here. If I just put a breakpoint at both of these places, if that throws an error or anything, I don't know. Do I have to set on message error or something? Whatever, I can find out. It's got the stream, it's got the ID. MP is a message port. I will set this to console.error in case there is some kind of error. There is no kind of error. It attempted to post the message. That is a locked stream, which suggests to me that it did transfer. And yet, it never made it to the other side. How is that even possible? Where did it go? Message channel. I'm using port 1. It's using port 2. The event type is message. I guess I could just set on message. It shouldn't make any difference. I don't know why I used add event handler message instead of on message in the first place, but it should be the same. If it's not the same, that's a pretty serious bug. But that's not happening, so... Port 1, yes. On message. Yeah. Everything looks good except that it doesn't work. So the only change is that this is now on message. If that changes anything, then the universe makes no... What?! This can't happen! I refuse. I reject what I have just seen. You can't. What? It works when I said on message, but it doesn't work when I add a message event listener. I mean, I have no idea why I added an event listener when there's only going to be one anyway, but it's certain, like, this, no, this shouldn't happen. So that means presumably I made it here. That will fix it, Joshua. I have spent all day, not to do with Ennuicastr, but just for a contract job, I have spent all day fighting Chrome bugs, and then to just fight more Chrome bugs is like, come on now. How? 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 How did it not make it here? Unfortunately, fighting Chrome bugs does not usually involve making Chrome better, because if you file a report to Chrome, nothing will ever happen. Sometimes they'll reply, and eventually they'll tell you how to work around the bug in Chrome, but they won't actually change or improve anything ever. C is stream, so it definitely, like, it should have resolved that promise. And yet I never made it to R. It never resolved the promise. The line I just added makes no sense. It makes no sense. It has no diagnostic utility. It's not going to help. It's... Why do I have this shit sitting in the stream bucket? The stream is just supposed to be a readable stream. So it's stream.stream? It's stream.stream? That's why? Because it's stream.stream? Because I'm a fucking idiot? Then why isn't it reporting any errors when anything goes wrong? Something is desperately wrong with my error reporting. Well, you know, sometimes the errors just go away. Sometimes you just get no error reporting whatsoever. Oh, God. Error reporting sure seems to be on vacation, Joshua. Sure isn't, actually reporting errors. The reason this takes so long to load, by the way, is nothing to do with any of my code and everything to do with Google Drive being, like, weirdly slow. Oh, or getting a bad request from Google. What? Come on. I've probably done so many requests in such short order that it's unhappy with me. Let me start a quick recording to log in. Oh yeah, it is unhappy with me. I need to add the workflow to be able to log in to this as well, but I just haven't gotten around to it yet. New error! New error! Memory access out of bounds is a really bad new error. But it's a new error. I got data and I just like failed to write something. I am so much further down the pipeline. Holy crap. That alone just brought me like 12 steps down the pipeline. This is, where even is this? This, I guess, is probably in the Muxer. It has to be in the Muxer. The Muxer is the only place that's going to write anything. So I have definitely written the header. You get lots of errors if you don't write the header. The moment I open up the stream, I've written the header. Let's go ahead and write out the packets that I'm about to write. And tell them write out done as well, just for giggles. Stream index 0, stream index still 0, stream index still 0, stream index still 0. Oh, I guess, yeah, the audio data... No, the audio data should be there too. Where the hell is the audio data? The audio... Is it not in order? That would be very bad. Well, actually, wait, that wouldn't be bad because it reorders it for you, but it's just... Oh, yeah. Here's all the video data, and here's all the audio data. I can foresee no reason why it would be a problem to just have all the video data and then all the audio data. Did I seriously forget to interleave these? That seems a bit unlikely, but it also seems extremely likely. Yeah, this is where I just didn't. I was like, why interleave when you can not? Oh yeah, they're just not interleaved. They're just not interleaved at all. That's cute. Now, the difficult thing about interleaving them is that they're each in their own time bases, so I don't really have specific times, right? Yes. So what I need to do is get the codec... Oh, Jesus, I need to sort them by their time according to the codec parameters for the codec that the individual packet belongs to. That sure sounds unconfusing. Brain, function, function! I'm sure this sorting will be supremely fast, too. Okay, I'm not even confident that the sorting is the issue, but definitely don't just give it, like, all the packets in the universe for one stream and then all the packets in the universe for the next and expect it to work. That won't work. Did I remove my logging of... I still actually wanted to get a log of the packets because I'm not confident I put them in order and not in reverse order. Oh my god, it made it to that, it made it to showing a progress bar. I mean, that's not, you know, that doesn't mean anything, but still, it did get as far as showing a progress bar. Okay, first packet, PTS is 0. It is in stream 0. Then we get stream 0. Then we get stream 1. Okay. Okay, fine. 4608. Well, these aren't, yeah. 125. Yeah, okay. I was gonna make some comment about like, oh, these. I don't know whether these are actually in order. I don't even know what the time bases are. So, sure, they're probably in order, but they are interleaved. So that's the important part. Well, you would think that's the important part. It doesn't seem to have worked. Ooh, this is the wrong time to do this because I didn't have the codec parameter information necessarily yet. Yeah, I only get the codec parameter information once I open for writing. Oops. That could have been the entire issue right there. Yeah, literally right here is where I get the codec parameters. So, oops. Find it unlikely that that's going to fix the problem. Oh boy, sounds like loads of fun. Hope you get better. Did I seriously remove my logging of the path? Oh my god, stop doing that! Oh, I also shouldn't actually be doing this by PTS. I should be doing it by DTS, come to think of it. I wonder if I actually allocated the packet. I hope so. No! Well, there's your problem. let me... No, it would be ridiculous not to sort it at all. So this definitely should be in terms of DTS, and the packets should all have DTSs because that's the point. This is the right time. Okay. Brain function. Brain function. Yes, I forgot to... How the hell did I forget to allocate the packet? That's actually just plain funny to me. That one. Yeah, you would expect a memory error if you just didn't allocate one of the objects that you need. That'll do it. That'll cause memory errors, all right. This probably should make it. Well, let's not count my chickens. Exactly the same. Yep. Everything looks good, except for the fact that it isn't working. What format am I using? I'm using a format that I have relative certainty will actually work. I have FLAC audio, so if this is like ISMV or something, then it's very botched. Matroshka, yeah, that's what it should be. It's annoying because that's like exactly the kind of error that the most typical cause is forgetting to do this. But here it is. I didn't forget to do it. I think it might be about time that I give up for the moment. I guess I could at least use the debugging version and see if it gives me any useful output. I really doubt it. Place to switch the debugging version would be, I guess, actually in the chooser of all things. Maybe it's here. Would be in DLX interface. Yeah, okay. Last test. Well, this isn't this isn't really a test. I know this isn't going to work. It just might give me more debug information. This is exactly what you get when you haven't done right header. But I did do right header, damn it! I wrote the header! I only said that's the last test, not that I'm literally ending the stream the moment I finish doing that. Though I will be ending the stream very soon. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what's happening. But in spite of not having visible progress, that was actually a lot of progress because I got it way farther down the stream. But as usual, being challenged by weird muxing nonsense. Till next time. Stream over.